Understand? So I need you to talk to me. That's the reason I video you guys, because y'all are good about that. All right, so we've done this before a little bit on beginning assignments, percent increase and decrease, also known as percent change right here. That's how something gains or loses value. So we're going to go through this. There's going to be some new. There's going to be some stuff we've done before. So as we start, I want you to watch and not write. So percent change means the change, you've heard me say this before, change over original. Change over original. That means you take the original number, what it was, and then you subtract the highest number minus the lowest number and put that on top. What is this whole thing right here called?
Proportion.
There you go, proportion. We're really good at writing those, aren't we? Yes, we are. I'm going to start with example 1. Ann works in a supermarket for $10 an hour. If her pay is increased to $12, then what is her percent increase in pay? So when you find the percent increase, you take the value of the difference of the two numbers. That's what this means right here. That means you subtract the high number minus the low number, put that on top, and what did she originally make? $10. Do you know how to solve that? Do you know how to solve that?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows how to solve that, right? And we divide both sides by 10. And mark off a 0, and we get x equals 20. So that is a 20% increase in pay. Everybody good?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Thanks for responding. All right, now we're going to look at an example of percent decrease. Oh, wait, somebody's trying to get on. Hold on. Mason. Now we're going to look at an example of percent decrease. You do it the exact same way. The staff at a company went from 40 to 29 employees. What is the percent decrease in staff? You do it the exact same way. The top number is going to be the change, which is the high number minus the low number. The bottom number is going to be the original. What did they start out as, the employees? 40 equals x over 100. Does everybody know how to solve that?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Miss Milliken,
Yes.
why is it all opposite?
What do you mean opposite?
Cause 11 is on the right side of the solution, but it's on the top.
It looks like a mirror to you?
Yeah, kinda.
I don't know. It should look straight. It should look exactly like what I'm looking at. All I know to tell you is take a screenshot and send it to me, and I'll look and see what I can figure out. But it should look exactly like it looks on here. Is it backwards to you guys?
No. 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 That's why I was confused when he was talking.
I don't know, Dalen. Might be some.
It fixed it.
It fixed it? Okay. It might have been some setting you had on your computer or something. You never can tell. So mark this off, and I'm pretty sure I know you guys are using your calculators, but remember, when you get back to school, you won't be able to. So make sure you know what you're doing. What do you do when you get here?
Bring it out of 0.
Add a decimal.
Oh, this is so much better.
Well, good.
No, I just realized I could pin you.
Oh.
Really personal.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can make me the big one in the middle. You do not have to be on gallery view.
Or voice view at all. Yeah, I was on it to where everyone was on it and I couldn't see anything.
Oh, yeah. If they're top right, if you click up in the top right, It will, it says speaker view.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Yeah, and I'll be big. Everybody figure that out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, I have you guys on gallery so I can see all of your faces, but y'all don't need to see everybody. You can see just the screens, which you need to look at.
And if you scroll over Miss Milliken's name, you see a pin. If you click that, it'll keep you on there instead of speaker.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Perfect. Look at you guys figuring stuff out. I'm so impressed. Way to help everyone out. Good job. Yes, pin me. Oh, yep, there's the pin. You can pin me. Hooray!
Where at?
This is a weird look.
It's at the top left.
Yeah, go to my
Go
my screen.
over her screen. It shows a little pin on the top left of her box. Click that, and then it should pin her, and it'll make her big.
Thanks, Kyle.
My dad showed me that on the first Zoom meeting that I had.
I just was seeing what the little pin did in one meeting, and then I was like, oh, cool.
Cool, I can see it.
But then I never really figured out how to exit it.
Kaden, in the top left corner, go to my screen.
To exit, you just click it again.
Go to my screen. If you guys want to pin me, thanks for whoever figured that out. Go to my screen in the top left corner. There's a little push pin thing. Click it, and it'll make it say to me, so that way it won't change when somebody starts talking.
Okay, I got it.
All right, awesome. Thanks. I'm going to use that from now on. Everybody pin me. Okay, we ready to move on to example 3?
Yes.
Perfect. Example 3. At a supermarket, a certain item has increased from 75 cents per pound to 81 cents per pound. What is the percent increase in the cost of the item? First thing you do, write a
Proportion.
awesome with 100. And what was it? What was the original?
75 cents.
And now we got to figure out the change. How do we do that?
That's 81 from 35.
No, it's not 81. You're finding the difference. How do you find the difference?
Subtract.
Perfect. Tell me what you get.
15.
I got.
Oh, wait.
6.
6.
That's not right. I meant 5.
So that's what goes up there,
Oh, see.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Allison, like this. There you go. And so now do we know how to solve this?
Yes.
Write it down. Make sure you're writing. You should be writing this on your notebook paper. What do you do from this point?
You divide by 75 on
Perfect.
both sides.
Perfect. And I know it's okay. I know it's okay if you're using a calculator, okay? Right now, it's just, let's make it through this and get back to school. What'd you get?
I'm not using a calculator anymore.
Good job.
Me neither.
Good job.
Eight.
Perfect. That's the answer. 8%.
It's not that hard.
Nope, it's not hard. You just have to remember to subtract. That's where everybody's going to mess up, is instead of putting 6 here, you're going to put 81. And then when you take a test, you hear me? Then when you take a test, it's going to, that answer is going to be on there. Y'all hold on a second. Silas? Hello, Miss Milliken. He just got on it. Yes, because I told them yes, it is. It's all, yes. Silas, change your name. Because he's Silas. Ooh, yeah. So, yes, it's on December 10th, but if he would have been on Friday, I would have told him. I did tell them all, I'm not going to repin it every day. It's the same Zoom meeting. And I'm not making, this is already hard enough. I'm not making more work for myself. But he's on now. Yep. All right. Thank you. All right, bye. Small town, Silas. I know when you're on and when you're not, dude.
Why is Jazz's name say Jazz do stuff.
Because she hasn't changed it.
Oh, I thought you like
Okay.
put it there. And
We're still recording, guys. All right. So we're going to move on to example 4. A 12-foot board is now 8 foot long. What is a percent decrease in length? What are we going to write first?
You're gonna write a proportion.
Perfect.
over 100.
There you go, my girl. How long was it?
It was 12 foot.
What is the decrease? What is the change? What goes here?
3, 8,
4.
Why is it 4?
Because you should subtract 12 minus 8.
Because you have to subtract. You have to subtract. Do you know how to solve that?
Yes.
Please do so right now. You should be writing. What do we do from here?
You divide 12 on both sides.
Perfect. What's going to happen here?
It's going to repeat 3.
Good. So I would just put X is about 33%. How we doing so far?
Good.
If you have any questions, let me know. All right. Let's move on to the practice. Number 1, at Furnace Woods School, enrollment increased from 320 students in 2006 to 349 students in 2007. What is the percent increase in enrollment? What am I going to write first?
proportion.
Perfect, with 100. What is the original amount?
320.
320.
What is the change?
29.
349.
What is the change? Somebody said it.
49.
You have to minus 349.
Good job.
Wait,
29.
And that is what goes right there. And now we're going to solve this, and we get 320x equals 2,900. Then we do what?
divide by 3.
By 320.
Perfect.
So dividing 320 into. Wait. You can cross off a 0.
Yes, you can. So I got about 9. It's 18. 28. Leaves me with 2. And here is where I do decimal. Decimal 0. How many times will 32 go into 20?
0 times.
0.
Times.
So this is where I'm going to put x equals about 9%. Questions on that?
No, ma'am.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes, which one?
What's with that, like, the x equals 9%? What's
This
with
means
that?
about.
Oh, okay.
That's what the little squiggly equal sign means. Good question.
I was a little bit confused about that.
Good question. If you don't understand, you got to ask.
I've
All
never
right.
seen it before.
Yeah, it means about. Okay. Number 2, we have already done. We just used different words to do it. So this one's a review question. 874 is increased by 65%. Find the value of the new number. And it says right here in parentheses, what does that say? Add it back. Do you remember doing this?
Mhm.
Yes, mark up. This is the same exact thing. So we are going, what are we going to write?
Portion.
14.
Perfect. So this time, what goes on top of the 100?
65%.
Awesome. This is your original, and you're looking for the difference. When you find X, what are you going to do?
Added.
Perfect. So let's cross multiply, and I get 100 times X, which is 100X.
And 874 times 65.
Yep, I can work that out. Five, 6, 810.
810.
Now what?
Divide by 100.
Perfect. So what do we get for X? 568.1. Yes?
Yes.
And now what do we do?
Add it back
Good.
to 874.
Everybody get 1442.1?
Yeah.
Good. You guys do remember doing this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So number 3 is going to be just like what we started today. So make sure you're hearing me. I'm going to read it. The tuition at a college increased from $50,000 in 2006 to $59,000 in 2007. What is the percent increase in tuition? So I want you guys to work that one on your own. Percent increase in tuition. What are you going to write first?
A proportion.
Okay, good. Please do that, and I'm going to stop writing. What was the original price?
59.
50,000.
50,000. And what was the difference, the change?
9,000.
Was it 59,000 or 9,000?
9,000.
9,000. Good. So if we cross multiply, we get
50. I mean,
that's
50,000.
9,000 with 2 extra zeros, right?
Yes.
Now what?
Divide by.
Divide by
50,000? That's a lot of zeros, isn't it?
yes, but you could also cross out the zeros
That is right. You sure can.
to make it easier.
So we're going to have 90 divided by 5. 18. Good job. So this is an 18% increase. You good? Any questions so far? What?
Oh, I guess like if you give us homework, can we just do it on our note paper and then show you tomorrow?
Yes, that's exactly the plan. Exactly the plan. All right, let's look at the next one, number 4. The price of oil decreased from $54 per barrel to $50 per barrel. What is the percent decrease in oil prices? What do I write?
Portion.
What goes next to 100?
54.
And what goes above 54?
4.
Perfect. You guys solve that.
Can we say like the answer if we think
What'd you get?
about 7?
About 7?
Yeah.
Does everybody agree with about 7?
Yes.
Awesome. You guys are catching on. Let's look at number 5. Diane worked last weekend and earned $150. Her salary is increased by 12% for this weekend. What is her new salary? This is what we did last week. We just did one. This is the review. What is this asking you to do?
Proportion.
That is correct. Mark up, add it back, proportion. Write a proportion. This is your 100. What goes on top of the 100?
12.
Perfect. And next to 100?
150.
Perfect. And once you solve for x, what are you going to do?
Add it back.
Please do that. I got x equals 18. Did everybody get x equals 18?
Yes.
And if we add it back, that equals 168.
Perfect. Excellent. Anyone not understanding? Okay, perfect. All right, let's look at number 6. This one is the same thing. It's just got more steps, and we're going to do them. Suppose an item costs $50. If the price increases by 19%, then decreases by 30%, the new price is. So, this is increases. What are we going to do when we find 19%?
Can't really see a screen thing.
Oh, is it too tall?
Yeah, that's better.
That's better.
What are we going to do?
Add it.
And then when it decreases, what are we going to do?
Subtract.
Subtract it. So let's write a proportion and do the increase first.
Let's do 2 proportions.
Yep. So the first one is the increase by what?
19%.
And this is the original, which is 50. So y'all go ahead and solve that one for me.
95.
I don't think it's 95.
950.
It's 950, and then when we solve it for x, we get 9.5, right? Because we got to move that 2 places. Good. So now we got to figure out the new price. How do we do that?
Add it back.
So we're going to have 50 plus 9.5, which is going to give us what?
59.5.
Perfect.
59.5.
Perfect. Now we're going to decrease by what?
30%.
So we're going to write another
Proportion.
and this is 100, and on top of it's 30. What goes here now?
59.5.
Awesome. So I'll let you guys solve that one. And then we divide by 100, so we get x equals
17.85.
Now what do we do to find the new price?
Subtract it
Subtract it from what?
from 59.5.
Excellent.
That was multi-step.
Yep, it is. It's a lot. I got 41.65.
That's what I thought.
Any questions on that one?
That's a lot of work.
Yep. It's called a multi-step question, and they love them. But it's also real life. Y'all do number 7.
Yes.
Oh, are you excited? Okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Make sure you read it. The sports store near Big Bear Lake is having a 20% off sale on all water skis. What would the sale price be for water skis, which regularly sell for $248?
$49.6.
Did you write a proportion? Does everybody have their proportion written?
Not
Yes.
yet. Yes. Or yeah.
Yes.
So we get x equals 49.6. Now how do we find the new price?
We have to.
We're going to add it.
Oh, I know you subtract it.
Why are we going to subtract it?
Because it says off.
That's right. So we're going to take 248 and subtract 49.6.
We hit a whole lot of columns, or didn't we?
Wait, why'd you put the 0.0 though?
Because it's 49.6, I have to.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to line up the decimals when you're subtracting.
Mm-hmm.
$198.4. No.
No, 198. Oh yeah.
So if it's money, it's $198 and what?
40 cents.
Cents.
Good.
This is easy, kinda.
Well, good. Number 8. Bruce's, can y'all see that?
Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Silas said hi.
Make sure it goes through.
What?
Silas said hi.
Okay, we're gonna do this work, okay? Because we're still gotta learn. Doesn't matter that this horrible situation is going on, guys. I'm still gonna teach you. Number 8, Bruce's hourly wage increased from $15.50 to $18.60. What rate of increase does this represent? This is asking percent increase. What do you write?
Proportion.
Let's try not to get distracted. Let's stay on, okay? What was it?
15.5.
$15.5. How do we find the top?
Subtract.
So we're going to do 18.6 minus. Tell me what you get.
3.1.
Good. Now let's solve this proportion. Cross multiply 15.5x. I believe this is 310. Now what?
Then you divide by 15.5 from both sides.
Perfect. So for when we come back to school, or those of you that are not using a calculator, remember the top dog lives in the house. And what do you have to do with this decimal?
You have to move it two.
To the end, right? That means we have to take this decimal and move it. Do we have to add that 0?
Yes.
Yes. And I think 155 goes into 310 2 times.
Correct.
Yes.
Does anyone know what our answer is?
It's gonna be
20.
1. Okay, 20.
X is going to equal 20%.
Percent.
Okay.
We feel okay about this?
Yes.
Okay, I want you guys to get a new piece of notebook paper.
Okay.
And I'm going to skip number 9, and we're going to scroll up to this part, the on your own. So on your new piece of notebook paper, write your name, write percent increased, and decrease. You can write practice if you want. And then you're going to number 1 and circle it.
Why does if you have it like already printed?
Oh, then you can just do it on there.
Okay.
If you have it printed, then just do it on here. So number 1 says find the percentage change from the first quantity to the second quantity. And there's A through E, I believe. So we're going to do 1A. What does 1A say? From what?
From $75 to $90.
So we're going to write a proportion. What was the original?
75.
What is the change?
You're frozen.
Try again.
$15.
What is it?
15.
Good.
Right now, I'm like, wow.
So right here, this is 15. Now we're going to solve it. How do we do that? And 75 times X.
I'm tired.
Make sure you guys are in a learning environment, please. And now we divide both sides by 75. Work it out. Everybody get 20?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to write x equals 20%. I'm going to circle it. And then I'm going to move on to letter B and circle that. What does letter B say?
40 centimeters to
From
60.
40 to 60, right? So what was the original?
40,
What is the difference, the change?
20.
20. Good. Then you're going to solve that, and then you're going to move on to C and so forth. Does everybody understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you are going to do all of these. If you do not have it printed, you're going to do them all on notebook paper. And then tomorrow when we meet and we have our Zoom, you're going to show me that you did them all.
Yes, sir.
There are 10 of them. But I'm going to stay on right now so you guys can start working in case you have questions. I won't get off until the bell rings. Everybody be on the Zoom tomorrow at 8:38, please.
Yes, ma'am.
And Silas, stop typing in the chat. That's not cool. It's just you.